Let's check we're on. So while I'm checking that, yesterday I left pretty abruptly on the channel because we were having some issues with cores. And those of you who know about cores know that it's actually a bit of a pain in the butthole, can cause a bit of issues. So essentially I managed to fix that, and I had to do a reverse proxy. I had to deploy a reverse proxy onto AWS that I hit this endpoint, and then the endpoint goes and fetches the RSS feed, returns it, and applies the headers that my app needs to be able to run those. So just a quick rundown. I followed this tutorial, this article, where it just fetches an RSS feed, and this is where I was getting exactly the same sort of stuff. This is what I was getting with actually, let's stick on some music for you. Can you hear that? Let's pop back into here. Can you hear that? Test. Yeah. So I followed this tutorial and it wasn't working. I was getting cause issues, and I stumbled across another article which recommended, it was this article, and they essentially describe creating an Express app which just goes and fetches, or creates an endpoint which goes and fetches from another endpoint essentially, and then we have to make it into a serverless app and deploy it. So here we go, you're creating a route there. In fact, this is not specific to RSS feeds. This was a combination of another app, so this just tells you how to get a basic Express app onto AWS, and it uses a plugin or a node thing called Claudia. And then that Claudia actually then deploys it, which is great, super simple. And then now when I hit my endpoint, which is here, it returns the RSS feed for me. So a bit of a pain in the butt, but we got it working, and now the app is working. So that leaves me here, and we can kind of continue on with building out my podcast's website in Pinegrow, because I'm trying to learn how to use Pinegrow, which I'm very much enjoying the no-code, low-code kind of experience with regards to building websites. I like Pinegrow because I can actually dip into the code itself and manipulate things like that, or even open up files. If we go to here, maybe something with a class would help. We can open up the classes, open up the CSS files, and just play around with them. So I'm actually really enjoying that. That no code experience, or low code they call it. So just to update you what we have so far, then if I flip over to here, when you refresh this, it sends a request, and Ajax calls the RSS feed to get all the latest episodes. And then I load in, and then just for fun, I load in the latest episode into this iframe. So just to take a quick look at the code for it. Here's my proxy URL, and then I parse it, get the data, loop through it, create some HTML with the given data. I get the latest episode from the first item in the array and just get the link, and then replace this part of the URL with what an iframe expects to see, and then just applies that to an iframe. And then I set the style, so I pop it up, and then I add the episodes to the HTML. So that's all I've kind of done since yesterday. Actually, there was one other thing that I did. I think I just had some styling here and some styling as well. If we go into here, I was getting some overflow, and it was to do with these trying to insist on being one line. So I've just flex wrapped those, and that now makes it look kind of pretty. So I think the plan is today. Oh, apologies, I wasn't even on my thing. Yeah, so yeah, we've got this styling here. So the plans today. Now we essentially have our, CMS that we can get pages from. It's a shame that we can't do this in Node. Maybe I can add that in Node later on, but we will be fetching the data with JavaScript, so that's post-load, which isn't great for SEO, but would probably not really trying to go for SEO at this point, to be honest. I just want to get a website that looks great. So essentially, when we load in the episodes, if we go back to my browser, listen now, what does that do? It probably just takes you through to the Acast episode. And I essentially want to recreate something like this. So it goes through to a page and gets the episode like that. So we probably want to build a template page and then probably pass in some sort of parameter to the URL that actually tells it which episode to get. So probably don't really know how I'm going to be doing that just yet, but we'll wing it and we can make do. So let's start by duplicating this page and naming it episode.html. And in episode HTML, probably going to want to just actually we'll keep some of that in because some of that styling is quite nice and all the rest of it. And then this will have some JavaScript that takes a parameter from the URL and actually goes and fetches that the data from the specific episode. So it's probably taking, I don't know, let me do something real quick. I don't want to give away the name of my endpoint, so I'm just going to, what can I do? I'm going to add this somewhere else. Bear with me. I'm just adding the URL to the window object. If we flick back to so here we just get it from the window. Nice. Let's check that opens. Yep, that works. Nice. Cool. Before we do that, this takes up the whole page, as you can see here. Probably don't want to do that anymore. The website's kind of come along. By the way, I am not a designer. I kind of nicked most of this design from Acast. It kind of worked. I'm just literally making stuff up as I go. The whole point of this isn't to create the most amazing design just yet. It's just to learn Pinegrow. So if you're interested in learning Pinegrow, then you can kind of join with me. So what we have here is we have a height of 100 VH. I probably do want to remove that and probably go with some sort of padding here. Rum, yes please. Just to kind of give it a maybe bigger than that. That way it's not that way you've got an inkling that the episodes are down there, and you don't have to kind of, they're not hidden by the 100% vertical height of the head hero. So, and then there's one other thing actually. When if I inspect, go over here. If I go like this, I notice that my episodes was like right at the edge there. So probably going to so that is, let's do 15 pixels on that as opposed to the hero. Yeah. Padding top. Where is that padding coming from? Ah, there. Yeah. Cool. Where's that padding coming from? Is it a max width? Ah, just a rendering issue. So now we have 15 pixels all the way. Just double check that looks nice. Yeah, looks good. Looks good. Cool. I guess the difficult thing is that I think I'm going to need to get this HTML and put it in here as a kind of dummy, because I don't have anything to work with. So if we go and get a date, put some dummy data in here. Then at least I can style it. And then link, we just do, actually that'll be episode. And let's put that in there. So now at least we have one to work with, and we can kind of look at the styling and stuff like that. So, yeah, we'll probably need some classes and stuff, but let's think about this. Let's go from there. Yeah, so I actually want to get rid of the time, which I don't think I have access to. Let's just check that works before we continue. Yeah, so it seems to replace it all. Cool. I think that's kind of it that I want to do for the home page. I'm just looking at it on here. Oh, it's super stretched for you. Let's make it. There we go. Oh yeah, I kind of wanted to have that fade off into transparent rather than to a grey. As I say, I'm not a designer by any stretch of the imagination, but I think that might look quite nice. Go to our header. shadow. Let's figure this out. Cool, kind of like that. So like at the top there, it's kind of like just a shadow. Nice. What else? I think that's kind of it for now. Alright, let's get these pages working. So with each of these, I need to make sure that they link to the episode page. So episode. I'm just trying to think how I would do it. Let's do that, and let's just check. We have console logged the episode item. So here, we kind of want a clean Tim's Tumat episode URL. That could be cool. Problem is, I tried off camera. I tried getting these, and it doesn't like the colon. Suppose we could try. We could get the link. So in here, we set to link.html, and then replace. Try regular expression. What is it? I wanna get match the unlimited at the end. Try that, and then we want to get the first iteration of that. So what I'm doing at the end, I'm from the end of the URL, I'm getting all characters up to the slash. So let's actually let's just see what that does. So it doesn't get anything. Let's console log it and have a look at what actually that gets. Actually, what am I doing? Yeah. Try that. Episode is not defined. Oh, it's because it's outside the for loop. And so it actually gets all. Actually gets all of the. We just want the first one. Did I put a global? I did. See if that does anything. No, that still gets them all. might have to resort to Google. Last. Fold it in path. Here we go. Or let's try this. Zero of null. I'm just copying. See what comes up. Cannot read zero of null. Greedy operator. Oh, that's a file path, so maybe. We could have just added the episode. Let's see what that does. I didn't think so, I didn't copy it right. Invalid regular expression flags. Let's try that last one. Here it was episodes. And then it was a slash. And then this is just my one. Need to escape that. Okay, that works. That works. So now we just need to grab that. Cool. That's it. Coming through. Did I not copy it right? HTML episode. It's not coming through for some reason. It's definitely coming through. Just store it in a const. I'm definitely getting it. Is there? Oh, I know why. Oh no, that something not closed. Looks pretty good to me. Okay, it's coming through now. So episode equals that. Let me click through to here. It goes to episode. So I spelled something wrong there. Episode. And go to here. Click on that. Episode. Not liking that, is it? Episode.html. Do we need to there we go. So we need the HTML. Cool. Like I say, it's not going to be the most SEO friendly version of this, but at least we can start to pull in some episode data. So if we maybe on this one, hero text. Let's go down to the script here. So we actually want to episode URL equals window dot location dot search dot episode. See what that returns. Sorry, I keep forgetting to switch, but I've just I'm just trying to get the query parameter from the URL. So here, when I click on here, hopefully in the console, undefined. Let's just figure that out. Is search a function? Search is not a function. So, oh, okay, so you've got to split them. So if we just, yeah, let's see what we can get from here. Yeah, looks like we just need to, where's search? Yeah, we just need to do a bit of search dot split and you want to split at the, well, we want to trim it first. We want to slice -1. Let's see what that does. What about splice? Always forget slice and splice, man. Slice. That's just returning 1, by the way. Well, let's just get the split at the and, because just in case we've got more, then we should have an array. And and then we want to filter URL when the URL dot match equals episode. So when the string equals episode, then that will return then, and then we can split by the equals and get the second item in the array. Let's see what comes out there. Split is not a function. Maybe being a bit too ambitious here. Split at the end. What does split at the end do? Does that give us an actual array? So it gives us an array. That's good. We filter it. See what that gets us. Okay, so we get single array. So we need to get the first item and then split it, which gets us what we want. Great. So we've got that. Now we need to know what the episode RSS URL is. Well, actually, no, because I'll need to do. Okay, so later on, I'll probably need to. I'll need to create a new route in my proxy that I can send it a specific URI. But for now, we're going to get them all, and we're going to just loop through them and just get the episode from the main details, because we don't need much else. We have everything we need when we get them all, but it'd be nice just to get the one episode so we don't have to worry about it. So so if we loop through these, we need to do an if episode dot query selector. Sorry, I'm just query selector acast episode URL. See, and the annoying thing is, again, because it's got the colon, I can't do query selector. So GUID. Maybe I don't. Maybe I always get the GUID. Let's try that one. Yeah. So let's go back to the HTML. So it's just GUID. See what that gives us. Unexpected identifier. Let's actually have a look. Oh, that's on that page anyway. Right. So if we have a look, RSS URL is not defined. Okay, maybe I didn't save this. Pause. That is a little bit annoying, actually. Again, I'm learning Pinegrow, but off camera now. I'm just going to get my RSS. It's auto-saving. I'd set up my RSS URL on the window object in the head, but it hadn't saved. It's probably a reasonable excuse for that, but Save that. Now I can flip you back, I believe. So now instead of actually, so it's loading now. Let's see if the GUID is there instead. No, it's not. Where are we? We're on the index. We are. There's ID link. GUID in a HTML. Now let's see that. Cool, so we've got a GUID now, and I think that's going to be a nice identifier. That's going to be a easier thing. So query selector GUID equals that. So only when those match up. Don't care about the latest episode. We don't want the iframe, so that's a good shout. We don't want the iframe in there anymore. And episodes. Let's just see if that does it. Let's see what happens there. Expected identifier. Oh. Reselect a GUID. There we go. Cool. So if episode GUID equals the episode URL, which we got from there, then return. I mean, you know, we'll do whatever we want there, but as long as we get the right URL. So no, we expected that to be in there, so let's just have a quick look at why that's doing that. Because we need inner HTML, that's why. That's why. Cool. And then we console, because it's just coming up with object, if we console log HTML, want that to be a string. So it's an object element. Oh. So what's happening is this is what's returning out of the filter. So kind of looks like a DOM element in a HTML. We do have an inner HTML Oh no, that's still... So yeah. Kind of want to... Okay, let's just go... Let's go 4 each. And then... title, description. I'm just going to add it to an object and then add that as a thing to the episode, to the HTML. Description. Do we get links? Kind of want to keep the episode data because that comes in handy. Let's do that for now. Let's do that for now. So title. And then description. Let's do the same, but I don't even know if this exists, but description. So we've got the episode data. Sure. Okay. And then we want to make the... Oh my god, I can't... Is there like a code cleanup? Wrap lines. Use simplified. Oof. A format code would be lovely here. HTML equals... Well, actually, let's just plug it in like this. So what have we got here? Let's give that an ID of title, and then this an ID of description. Cool. So we've got 2 IDs we can work with now. Title. In text equals episode data dot title, and then we'll do the same for the description. Description. Cool. Now, this works. And it does. Ha! Okay, we need to render out the HTML then, don't we? Go inner HTML instead of inner text, and we get it. Look at that. That's something I need to get rid of. So just do a simple replace on that. Invalid left-hand side. Oh. Equals description and then replace. Cool. That is done. So just a few little styling things here. Here we need to do flex top. Align items at the top. Be nice if we could get the image URL as well. Do we get that? Enclosure. Oh, we can actually play the episode, which is cool. We've got the episode URL. iTunes image. We get iTunes image, but it's again in one of those things. So let's go RSS feed query selector. Just do that, see what happens there. Submitting it up, no. You need to learn about namespaces, how to find a good answer, ignoring namespaces, no. It's not what we want. I mean, let's just try, maybe I missed something. Image. iTunes : image. Let's see what that is. Failed to execute query selector on element iTunes : image is not a valid selector. So how else might we get that? See if there's anything. Look at some of these to see if this has anything. They're using JSON formatter. This could be handy. It's just using the API. See what JavaScript library we can RSS to JSON. String Ajax. So what's actually happening here then? It looks like they're doing it there, but string to XML. Let's see what this does. Let's just see. Response JSON. They're just parsing the text as a string. That's all they seem to be doing. Oh no, they're using the API. Oh, let's just try this. JSON to parse. So instead of this, we want to go that is all they're doing. Let's just have a look at what let's have a look at what that does, or what that returns. Missing argument. Unexpected token in JSON. Yeah. It didn't seem to work. This might remove the need for my proxy. Let's just try this off screen to see if fetch. Just go back to Acast. What I'm doing is I'm just seeing if this service works. Just doing it in the browser. Syntax missing. Oh. Promise pending. No fetch. Blocked by cause. Yeah, it's not liking that. Okay, fine. What a... No, yeah. Let's see if there's another library that just does it. Just trying to convert my XML to JSON. It's RSS to JSON. Feed.load. Okay, let's see if they have something we can use. Just found a library here with a dist. Let's just try that. Let's get out of it. So, script. So we load in the library. And then create another script. See if we can get the colon. Just going to look in this article to see if anything gives it away. Just want the image. Just want the image. Well, actually, you probably want a few more than that now, because the duration has a colon as well. Battery is not charging. Let's flip you back over there. RSS feed : query selector. I wonder if query selector all will work. This guy looks like he's following the same thing. He is, and no one's responded. Let's try query selector all. You never know these days. You never know. Yeah, doesn't like that one either. Maybe we don't use :image. Maybe we use href. We use href. I don't think none of them have href on there. Let's try that. It does say undefined. What am I console logging? Image. Let's console log what this is actually getting. Because it's getting something. It's not breaking. Oh, maybe, yes, because it's query selector all. There's an array. So it's getting that. Can I make it into a string? Object element. It doesn't like toString. What could I do? We're getting it. href doesn't return us anything. An object. Let me guess an object. What could it be? Unless I go to string. So I'm just doing toString here. Object undefined. I'm just trying some stupid stuff now. Try get attribute. Cool. There we go. Get attribute. Excellent. So we've got the image. So let's give this an ID then. Image. Sometimes it does this where I can't select the script. There we go. Let's nick that. Image. Source. So dot image. Let's try that one. Didn't work. Oh, there it is. Yay! We did it. We did it. So we go back. Go into this one. So it takes a little time to load. Wonder if there's a way we can clean that up so it looks a bit nicer, but I'm pretty happy with that. We don't want the episodes down there anymore, do we? Make that to a link. Just made that into a link, but it's not working. Oh, we need a href. Cool. So I'm just fixing this link. Cool. Don't know why this doesn't have a title. Let's try. Oh, it's because it's got HTML in it. So we need to do. Oh, we are doing it in HTML. Oh no, here. Okay. Let's see what we need to do. Get rid of. Cool, that worked. Looks like we have some padding stuff here. So that needs to be a H1. And we need that to have a margin 0. Right, this will be a good time to actually figure out some component stuff. So we want this to be, in fact, we want this to be a component. Add as HTML snippet. Actually, I'm surprised that that's not because it's on the style attribute. It's not a header wrap. Let's do that. Okay. Now if we go to episode, well, we still want that to be a bit of a component. So add as HTML snippet. What does that do? Snippet was added to library. Let's have a look to see how we can get recently used user library. Here we go. So delete that one. Cool. Rename. Header. Cool. Episode. Let's delete that. And let's add. Why can't we see the library snippets? Okay, it's called snippets. Can't see snippets. I'm looking up here to see if there was anything added, but there wasn't. Save. Okay. Okay, that's odd. but we got there. Cool. Okay, now we need to make a change here, so that's actually a link now. That goes home. Now, is that updated here? It's not. How does HTML? So you probably need to So you probably need to be done with your. Again, this is new, so it looks like you need to be done with your component. You can't update, which is a bit rubbish. Oh no, here we go. Let's see what happens when we click update. Update. Let's update. Yes, update it. Oh, no, we want to go. I'm going to click that and go update. And then save. And then go back to there. Okay, whatever. It's a bit odd. And then everything is different. Save. Okay. Oopsie. Cool. Not found. Ooh, did I actually do something? I think we'll be wrapping it up there. Okay, it's not liking that. Just maybe save. Does it not have a GUID? Maybe the this is a news, so it might. Oh, it's not replacing the last one. That's fine. Okay, go back. Yeah, because that's the dummy one that I put in. For some reason, it's not removing it. So let's take a look at just one thing, because we can't be having that. Okay. I haven't used the wrong one. I haven't used insert adjacent HTML all too much, so see what I can do with it. Before begin, before the element, just inside the element, before its first child, before end, just inside, after its last child. So it doesn't actually replace. Maybe we just don't have that as a dummy then. Or we just, on that one, on this one, we have a style attribute of display none. And then it will never show. But that line does. Unless you put it before, after begin. We'll try the after begin. Let's have a look. So there's nothing there now, which is good. And then at the end, there's nothing there. Cool. Right, well, I'm getting calls now. That seems like a pretty good place to pause. I'm just going to push this up, which you can see the progress at thattech.show. Add episode. Add episode page. So you can see this live in about 2 minutes at thattech.show. And I'll be done with it. I'll be done with it now. Thanks for tuning in. I'm going to try and jump on tomorrow at midday to build my agency website. And we can see what we get on with that. This is kind of like just a fun thing just to dip in and out of every so often. So if you're into that, then do let me know, and I'll see you soon.